Yesterday, federal authorities suddenly shut down airspace over El Paso, Texas, grounding all flights, including medical evacuation flights, with only 2 hours notice. Officials said that it could last up to 10 days. Americans began to panic, rightfully so, about what national security threat could possibly cause this. I mean, airspace hasn't been restricted like this since 9/11. People were afraid that it was an imminent threat from Mexico or something maybe even worse. Then hours later, they abruptly lifted it with no clear explanation. And the full story would be absolutely hilarious if it wasn't so sad, because it just shows the complete incompetence of this administration. So here's a little background. Late Tuesday night, a Federal Aviation Administration issued a 10-day flight restriction around El Paso International Airport, grounding all flights, including commercial, cargo, private flights, and air medical services, with no meaningful warning. I mean, this means that not even someone in critical danger could get medevaced out to a hospital. A total shutdown? This was an unprecedented closure of U.S. airspace around a major airport. Again, this is something that we have not seen since the aftermath of 9/11. But within hours, the FAA reversed itself, saying that the airspace was reopened and normal operations could resume. Officials were conflicted on the explanation of what triggered the closure. I mean, during Pam Bondi's hearing, she heard that the Mexican cartel drone was shot down. The transportation secretary also claimed it was due to Mexican cartel drones breaching U.S. airspace. But new reporting says that they shot down a birthday balloon. A balloon was mistaken for a drone and was shot down using an F-22. How many millions of dollars did that cost? I mean, hundreds of thousands. I don't even know, actually. I mean, meanwhile, local leaders were and are still very confused, as, is the public. El Paso's mayor said that the shutdown was a surprise with no coordination, and lawmakers say that they weren't informed ahead of time. And this is all still unfolding. And officials have not provided clear, consistent facts. The administration made a huge move to shut down airspace. Again, for the first time since 9/11. And we also haven't seen panic like this since, 9/11. For something that didn't warrant it. And that's the danger, okay? This administration has proven time and time again that they are not competent leaders who could even navigate our country through actual danger. I mean, medevac and emergency flights were impacted by a balloon. Reports show medical evacuations were actually rerouted to airports miles away because of the closure. Local authorities weren't informed before the order was issued. El Paso's mayor and congressional leaders say they only learned of the closure after it had already been implemented. Federal agencies are still giving different stories. The FAA and the Pentagon can't even agree on why they shut down the skies in the first place. Now, that is not proper communication, and that gives me zero confidence in how our national security is actually being run in this country. Because this incident was just basically chaos. Ordinary people were stranded, confused, extremely anxious. Passengers, pilots, hospital workers, and travelers were all left in the dark during a major travel disruption. This was a major line crossed. Airspace over a major U.S. city without clear facts, coordination, or communication, and with conflicting official explanations, was shut down. Again, for a birthday balloon. This wasn't a minor, traffic rule. This was a decision that affected emergency medical transfers. I mean, commerce across the Southwest, thousands of travelers, the ability of elected and local leaders to do their jobs. And it happened without transparency or accountability. If the AA and defense agencies can't coordinate or communicate before shutting down an airport and, disrupting flights and putting life in danger, it shows a systemic failure in how national airspace safety is even managed. People need to know how decisions like this are made, who truly has the authority over airspace, and how lives can be safeguarded when federal agencies contradict each other. The real danger here isn't the so-called balloon threat. It's the incompetence and the miscommunication that put everyone at risk without explanation. Thank you for watching. I am Jared Zisser, and this is Ring of Fire. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on notifications to make sure you are informed about everything important in progressive politics today. And if you are looking for fact-based independent reporting all day, every day, follow me here on Instagram or here on Facebook. See you in the next video.